It's Social Media Movember. No, that's already a thing. It's Social Media November. Yeah, that sounds dumb. Look, I'm going to show you how to make a tweet preset. Hey and welcome to Making. This is part 1 of a 4-part 1-a-week special series where I'm going to show how to create very similar things but using different techniques. I could have bundled them into a single video, but come on, I got to think of my search optimizations. In this episode I'm going to show you how to make a preset for a text layer to make it look like a tweet, from Twitter, for when you want to display a comment from Twitter. Now, you could just take a screenshot of the tweet but then scaling it up makes it look blocky. I mean, what about 4K, am I right? The really clever part is that I'll then show you how to save Twitter's logo as part of the preset. Let's get started. First things first, add some text using the text tool, and to make it look like a quote, shove an @ symbol on the first line for the Twitter handle, and then write the text on the next line. Now we're going to start just like with my text box tutorial and go to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, Fast Box Blur. Set it to about 18. Then go to Effect, Channel, Shift Channels, and set the Take Alpha From to Full On. Now we need to make some space for the logo. Go to Effect, Stylize, CC Reptile, and set Expand Left to 60%. I know you can't see anything yet, so let's make it white. Effect, Generate, Fill, and set it to white. And then let's round the corners. Effect, Matte, Simple Choker, and set that to about 50. But I want an outline for this white box, so let's go to Effect, Stylize, Find Edges, and set its blend with original to about 75%. So it's subtle but still there. Now finally, let's bring back our text by going to Effect, Channel, CC Composite. Cool! So by stacking everything in one layer, I can save this as an effects preset and whack it on any text I choose. But let's do a bit more to make it look like a tweet. Go to Effect, Generate, Circle, and color it Twitter blue, hex code 1DA1F2. Now we can't see anything else. That's because the blending mode of the circle is set to none. Change it to normal. And set radius to about 37. Now to set the coordinates of the circle, we can't just position it, as these coordinates are based on the comp. So if the text is not in exactly the same place next time I use the preset, the circle will be off its mark. So expand all the properties in the timeline so that you can see the circle's stopwatch, the layer's position, Fastbox Blur's radius, and the reptile's left amount. I find it's easiest to add a keyframe to each of these values and then hit U so that becomes all we see. Hold Alt and click on the circle's position and type x equals transform.position square brackets 0 plus this layer dot source record time brackets dot left. Then on a new line, y equals 540 semicolon. New line, square brackets x comma y, which gets us the layer's position in the comp plus the width of the layer. And for the moment I fixed y at 540. So you can see the circle is positioned right where the text begins. So we need to move it a bit to the left. So let's add a minus and use the pickwhip to link to CC Reptile. Cool, but it's a bit far. So let's back it up a bit using the blur's radius. So plus and pickwhip fastbox blur. Maybe half that. Now I could have just used numbers here, but I wanted to make it easier to only have to adjust the blur radius or the reptile radius to have an effect on the circle position. Y is a little simpler now that we have done X. Edit the expression again and replace 540 with transform.position square brackets 1 plus this layer dot source record time dot top. Then plus, and use the pickwhip to link to the blur's radius. Alright, so we have something you could use here. But let's add the Twitter logo. A quick Google search finds loads of good contenders. I've taken this one and brought it into After Effects. I need to convert this into a mask, and the easiest way to do that is through Layer, Auto Trace. Set the channel to blue and click OK. Didn't work. Weird. If your image doesn't have an alpha channel, use a keyer to remove the background, and then try Auto Trace using alpha instead. And yay! We now have a mask of the logo. But it's huge. Copy the mask onto our text layer. Set it to none so we can still see the text. And then click to select the mask, and making sure all the points are selected, right click on one of these points and choose Mask and Shape Path, Free Transform Points, and scale the logo right down until it fits in the circle. And then go to Effect, Generate, Fill. Set the Fill Mask drop down to Mask 1 and set the color to white. Sweet! But if I was to save this preset now, the mask's position won't be linked to the circle. But this expression from Mikey Borup comes to the rescue. Mikey designed this expression to make it easy to reposition animated masks, but we can adapt it pretty easily for our preset purposes. I didn't know about Mikey's channel until I was looking for a solution for this problem, but now that I've found it, well, frankly I'm ready to give up. Dude does some great tutorials, but I suppose you're still watching this video, so I'd better finish. The expression is in the description below. Go ahead and copy it. And hold Alt and click on the maskPath stopwatch and paste it in. Mikey's expression covers most of it, but I made sure tPath was pickwhip to the mask's path, and offsetPos is linked to by the circle center property. Oh, that's really weird. Break the expression by clicking on the equals sign. I think I can see what to do. The clue is in the offset variable's name. It's offsetting the mask from somewhere. Let's move the mask to the layer's anchor point. But if we grab the mask, the anchor point disappears from our view. So turn on the title action safe HUD so we can see the center of the comp, and drag our text layer until its anchor tag lines up with the center cross. And make sure all the mask points are then selected, and drag the mask onto the anchor point's position. And click on the equals sign. Almost lined up. Uncheck the equals again and use the arrow keys to nudge it a bit and check back. Okay, that's it. All we need to do now is save the preset. In the timeline, expand both the mask and effects sections, hold shift and click on mask 1 and each of the effects until they're all selected, and then go to animation, save animation preset. And that's it. Next time you want to flash up a tweet, just copy the text from it, paste it into a text layer, and add your tweet preset. There's one saved in the description below, but it's more fun to build for yourself. I think this method works well for two scenarios. One, you need to have a whole bunch of tweets appear on screen, and it's far quicker to use this preset than anything else. And scenario 2, you're planning on producing the video you're working on in different resolutions. This way you definitely don't need to scale up a screen grab. Next time, YouTube comments. This episode was very expression heavy, and while it works, there is another way. one which will let you import into Premiere Pro to use directly inside that program without needing to dip into After Effects during editing. Sounds cool? Great! Then I'll see you next time on Making Social Media.